If there was something Liverpool were going to struggle with this season, it's definitely low blocks, breaking them down. They really do struggle, building patterns of play, sustaining really good pressure for periods of time. And it showed again against Nottingham Forest. And I find it quite interesting how Liverpool's midfield do really struggle in sense of picking pockets of space, finding areas to exploit the midfield. When there's a team that's just sat in a perfect shape, Liverpool really do struggle. Sometimes Trent Alexander-Arnold is pretty much the only player who has that eye of the needle pass, eye of the needle sort of vision to unlock a game. And when he isn't on it, when he isn't kind of sparkling, things don't happen for Liverpool, and it was a game where I'm sure many Liverpool fans are very disappointed. I know McAllister, Szoboszlai, all of those players in the midfield were picked out as players who underperformed, and it just goes to show maybe the profiles needed to break down low blocks isn't the likes of McAllister or Gravenberch potentially, but more players with a wider range of passing and players that can dribble for longer periods of time. And I'm talking about Curtis Jones, I'm talking about Gravenberch as well. Maybe I talked about him not maybe being the perfect sort of player, but his dribbling is really important to breaking down low blocks, I feel like. Then you've also got Szoboszlai, who I think can be really good against low blocks, massive passing range, really good ball striking. It just wasn't clicking, and that's the thing with Szoboszlai at the minute. I feel like he has to be playing well for large periods of the game to be able to produce at the highest level. I don't feel like he has that eye of the needle pass if his overall game isn't going well, and that's not good. But with age, with experience, he'll get better at that, dictating games, putting the foot on the ball. That's what they need from him, and I'm sure Arne Slot will look at the game and kind of pick out a lot of things. He's a very intelligent manager. I'm sure this was a wake-up call, to be honest, for Liverpool fans, maybe thinking they were going to win the league. I still think they'll be excellent this season, but those low blocks and finding solutions outside of the midfield, potentially out wide, the profiles to play out wide. Salah wasn't really firing. Could Chiesa have come on and given something else? That's a big thing for Arne Slot. How does he use Salah? If Salah's not having a good game, are you going to take the risk and take him off? Because Mo Salah is a moments player as well. One chance, one goal, it can happen for him, and he's really good against low blocks, any sort of block. That is where Mo Salah is at his best. But I feel like Liverpool just need to give their wingers the ball so they can have more 1v1 situations, and I'm sure maybe Arne Slot will figure out a game to get the ball wider quicker, because that's how they're going to break down teams. But massive credit to Nottingham Forest, who I thought were absolutely incredible, covering the spaces, attacking with pace. Unity. They've got really good unity, and it was shocking to see Liverpool lose at Anfield, but these games happen. I've seen it with Arsenal multiple times. When the low block is good, it can be really difficult, but it's about your midfielders picking up nice pockets of space, your wingers having multiple opportunities to go 1v1, even against a back five. They've got good enough 1v1 dribblers, Diaz and Salah, to go 1v1 against the fullback, but it just wasn't clicking for Liverpool. But I'm sure next game they'll be on it and ready to get another 3 points.